Hello ladies, it's Vicky here and I'm just going to share my process with you for my cyber getaway class. The concept is to use hand cut title and also pinwheels. So I started off with this paper, which is a Page Evans paper, and has lots of little squares on. You could equally use scraps for this because it's just like lots of different colours. So every one of my letters is different. You could have them all the same. You could have maybe each word different. But this is a really good way of using scraps. But if you have this paper, it's perfect because the 2-inch high letters worked really well for my title. So what I'm doing is I'm just sketching it out, and my title's going to be All the Fun of the Fair. So I'm just sketching out each letter onto a square for each. And I'm going to cut through this when I start to cut it, but I do change a couple of them as I go, because once I put them together, I'm not entirely happy with how they look. So I just swap out a couple of them. So you just see me there drawing them, thinking about what I'm doing. And here I go. This is where I start to cut. And you're not going to have to watch all of this because you would be bored stupid. I don't mind a bit of cutting. I just watch Netflix or something while I'm doing it, so it doesn't take too long. I didn't cut out the little centre of the A, and I also didn't on the R later on in fair. So just to make things easier. So there you go. It's all laid out. I haven't done the O because I'm going to do a pinwheel there. So this is me doing pinwheels now. So what you do is you cut a 2-inch square, and then you cut in from the corner towards the centre, not going all the way, of course, because you don't want to cut it up completely. And then you just fold the same corner of each triangle down, if that makes sense. So you can see what I'm doing there, just folding every other bit down there and putting it to the middle. So then I just get some glue, actually in this case some double-sided tape, stick it down, and then in a moment I'm going to find a little puffy sticker to put in the middle. So I used a puffy sticker. You could use an enamel dot, you could use a brad, anything like that really, anything circular and that can just stick in the middle there. So I've made one. I'm going to make a couple more pinwheels and you'll see me do that. So if you missed how it was done on the first one, you'll be able to catch it again. Oh no, okay, so first of all I'm going to stick down the letters. So I'm only going to lightly stick them because what I want to do ultimately is sew through the centre and then ruffle up the edges so that it looks more 3D. So that's what I'm planning here. I use a sewing machine, and I use yellow thread through there. You could hand stitch that, or you could faux stitch even. Just draw some stitching on it in any of the colours that you're using. I just chose to use yellow, but you could use any of the colours in the letters that you're doing. So there we go. We've just cut, and I put some stitching through the centre, and I've also just ruffled up the edges of the letters, the top and bottom, just to add that dimension. So using the rest of that paper, I'm just going to map my 2 photos. And so I know it matches in because it's all from the same collection there. But if you've chosen a stack of scrap papers, you'll have chosen them all to coordinate anyway, so you should be fine. So here's the pinwheel, again, the second pinwheel. So just fold in each corner as I go. And then I'll stick something in the middle. These puffy stickers that I'm using actually are Vicki stickers. I can't remember which collection now, not the latest collection, but an older one. So I'm just putting them in like that. And later on you'll see that I have to put some super strong glue on here because they didn't stick particularly well on here. I kept wanting to come up, but that's okay. The glue sorted it out. So what am I going to do next? surprise to me as well. Here we go. I've got these florals, also from Paige Evans' Truly Grateful collection, which coordinate with the papers. So I thought I would put some of those in to add a bit of interest around the pictures. Okay, so I'm going to cut a bit of the white off of the die cuts. I just often find that die cuts have more white around them than I would really ideally like. And as I've put it on a white background, I just think it kind of detracts from it. When you put something underneath it, like those leaves, it takes some of the leaves away, and I just prefer it this way. It's a personal preference. It's not something you need to do. Okay, I did leave the white around that part of the leaf on that one, as you'll see, because it was quite fussy. And now here I am sticking down those puffy stickers that were popping up. I have to hold them for quite a while actually, because the paper for the pinwheel wants to ping back up all the time for some reason. There we go, it pinged. So I'm just going to hold it while I do the other ones. In fact, I don't think I need to do the green one. The green one seemed to stick down. So there I am holding, hoping that they'll stick and my thumbs will not be stuck permanently to them. Wouldn't be a good feature, a bit of skin and blood on a layout really, I don't think. Okay, so I think I'm getting to the sticking down phase. Yeah, so I'm going to stick the photos to the mats, and then I think I put some foam on the back of the photos as well, just for that added dimension. Here we go. Just got some ugly brown foam at the moment, but the pack comes in multiple colours, so you get, 10 different colours, but you don't see them on the layout, so it doesn't really matter. That's just kids foam, which is sticky one side, and then I put glue on the other. It just saves lots of peeling of foam dots, I find. Okay, there we go. So just sticking down the pinwheels. Sorry if you can hear the fan of my computer in the background. I think it's overheating, and the fan is being really loud. Sticking down the photos, they're just of my nieces at the fair, so hence the title, All the Fun of the Fair. Sticking everything down, almost there. The pinwheel there is being used as an O, as I mentioned before. And I think we're close. Actually, the next thing I do is I pull out some threads. I think I pull out some thread. Oh, we've just popped in a gold leaf there, up by all. But I get some thread out and decide to add the messy factor to it. So you'll see that in a moment. Here we go, some yellow thread, which is the same thread I used to stitch through the letters. So just put some just up there underneath that flower on the right, and then I put some just under the corner of the photo on the left. It just ties that thread that I put through into the rest of the layout. And I think that is it. The final layout. There we go. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it helps you make your class. I'd love to see them. Please do post them in the group so that we can all have a look. And yeah, thanks for watching. This has been Vicki for GoGo Getaway. Bye bye.